I thought I'd start off with a very fun fact. And my fun fact is that the guy who created Pringles is actually buried in a Pringles can. It's true. If you're wondering how that happened, he was cremated first because he wanted to be burnt to a crisp. I thought I'd start low, build my way up. It gets better, don't worry. If you're wondering what can, like the flavour they used, it was original, like a basic bitch. Should have really been barbecue. Me and Jack, very different vibes. I've just started dating. Thanks. And for reference, my celebrity crush is the guy on TikTok who straps a GoPro to his head and he watches the trains. Yeah, fans of Francis, my crowd. If you don't know who he is, he's a guy, he straps a GoPro at like this angle, so he looks like Megamind. Yeah. And he like watches these trains with like such childlike glee, which now I think of it makes me sound like a nonce. But if you've seen him, you know what an accurate description that is. Right, yeah, okay. I think I just like a guy who gives off the vibe that he calls bushes foliage. Yeah. Makes you not want to shave. Just silly. Yeah. For like, I'm open to dating anyone. Didn't mean to point at you. Oh, are you gay? Yes. That wasn't me. He went to his partner. I just want to be clear. I'm sorry. Oh, almost cancelled then. I've only just made it to the final. Always the case. Always gay, fictional, or just like hates me. I'm glad you're gay. Okay. Anyway, see, it gets higher. I'm doing well. Soon I'll just start being racist. Don't applaud racism. Right, you're making me lose my place. So I'd date anyone, even if you're gay. I probably wouldn't date someone who's not a feminist, though. Because if I had £1 for every time I got told the gender pay gap doesn't exist, he'd have £1.17. Thank you. I did get some dating advice recently, and it was, number 1, every relationship is about giving as good as you get. It sounds like what they want me to add to a relationship is a bit of pegging. I don't know why, I'm sorry. I don't know why I looked down there. Oh no. Thank you, yeah. And then, going back to my material, number 2 is date a man who gives off the vibe that he'd confront his wife before making any big life decisions. I personally don't think you should date a married man, but... and number 3 is try not to bum each other out, which completely contradicts number 1. I think dating's not going so well for me, not because of the homophobia, but because I've got like bad trust issues. I think it stems back from a time when I thought I was muted on my lecture Zoom call. But everyone heard my beautiful rendition of Fat Bottom Girls. I've not got as bad trust issues as my housemate, though. She keeps her toothbrush in her room. But it is electric, so... I'm also quite insecure, I'd say. I think like, anyone can hack into your laptop camera and watch what you're doing. Yeah, I don't have a sticker over my camera, because I think who would want to see me sat naked eating Pringles? My lecturer on that Zoom call made that pretty clear. I got a 2-2. That wasn't a joke, that was genuinely. If there's a job going, I'm resorting to selling my underwear. So, I'll leave you on my last fun fact, and it is that people who like spicy foods are more likely to have a high sex drive. Again, true. Woo. What's your Nando's order? No? He doesn't like Nando's, so this is why we're not compatible. No other reason. Yeah, but I do think this fact makes a lot of sense, because I think that people who like the feeling of burning are more inclined to have an STI. Anyway, thank you. I've been Alex Mason.